Hi everyone, I'm Kobi Yamada, and I'd like to welcome you to Rally to Read 100. And I get to share with you the month of March, which is the theme is inquiry. And I love this month's theme. To me, inquiry is about being curious and being interested in the world around you and interested in yourself. And the book I'll be reading is Noticing. And in many ways, Noticing is all about inquiry. One of my favorite features about this particular book is that the illustrator, Elise Hurst, she hid pictures inside the illustrations in here. And I wonder what things you'll find when you look closely. And that's something you can do when you're out in the world and you're taking a walk. You can stop and pause and really look at something closely. And you'll find that you see so many things that you might have missed otherwise. Well, let's get started here. And here's the book, Noticing. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? It seemed as if someone was talking to me. It's okay, I guess, I replied. Just okay, a woman sitting nearby responded. Why, we have the birds, the trees, the sky, the questions, the what ifs, and the why nots. I'd say it's indeed an exceptional day to be alive, don't you think? If you say so, I shrugged. It seemed like an ordinary day to me. Are you a painter? I asked. I like to think of myself as more of a noticer, really, she answered. I just try to make things from what I see. It's my way of appreciating and honoring them. As I looked at her canvas, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. How could someone create something so amazing, I wondered. She was definitely a painter. She looked over to me and asked, when you look up, what do you see? Clouds? You see clouds? That's all? Just clouds? The painter asked, astonished. I think so, I said, uncertain as I scanned the sky. Why? What do you see? Oh, I see so much, she said excitedly. It's like the whole sky is tempting me to be amazed. I see wild horses running free and upside-down castles. I see whales flying like songbirds and a dragon breathing fire. But it's not only that. I'm filled with butterflies of excitement. It feels like an adventure is unfolding. And I don't want to miss any of it. I stared up, wanting to see what she saw. The more you pause and allow for the extraordinary, the painter explained, the more you find it. And often what we see depends on what we look for. Take this mountain, for instance. She gestured to the horizon. A climber might see a great challenge. A scientist might see the movement of an ancient glacier. And someone else might notice the cool breeze traveling from its snowy peaks. Though we may all look at the same thing, we don't always see it in the same way. And that's true for mountains and also for people. When we look at others, we may see their faces or their clothes, she continued, but we're only seeing a tiny piece of who they really are. We often don't notice the important things, like their capacity for love, what they hope for, what they dream of, or who they can become. We often miss the most beautiful parts of them. I wondered what I wasn't noticing. I wondered what I was missing. What do you see in you? Asked the painter. I looked down at my hands, my clothes, my shoes that were a size too big so I could grow into them. Just a kid like any other kid, I suppose. But you aren't like anyone else. In fact, there isn't another person exactly like you anywhere, the painter encouraged. And the amazing thing is, there never has been, and there never will be, ever again. I'm not sure if there's anything all that special about me, I said. Oh, but everything is special about you. There isn't a single thing about you that isn't extraordinary, she shared enthusiastically. You are the rare and unique combination of what was and the bright possibility of what can be. And you know what? So is everyone else. Everyone shines and needs to be seen. Everyone wants to know that they matter, that there is a place for them, and that they're needed. Sure, some may hide their brilliance, but the light is in there, always flickering, and it's a beautiful thing when we can reflect it back to them. I always look forward to my visits with the painter. I had to admit, as much as I couldn't wait to see her, I couldn't wait to see what she saw. On one occasion, I went to go find her, and she was sitting peacefully with her eyes shut. What are you doing? I asked shyly, not wanting to interrupt her. Hello, you, she smiled and waved me over. Some days I find I can notice even more when I close my eyes, she explained. The gentle rustling of my hair, the ideas dancing in my head, the sunshine on my face, and the wonder of being alive. She invited me to close my eyes. What does home look like to you? What does kindness feel like? What does love look like? The painter asked, what does it feel like to have a friend? And what does it look like to be one? One of the most important ways we see is with our imagination. So many significant things cannot be seen with our eyes, but they're very real. And it's vital that we look for and believe in them. I was filled with a feeling of calm and appreciation. It was moving and wonderful. I sat there with my eyes closed, picturing the people and places and things that meant so much to me in my life. One of the best things you can be is interested, the painter shared. When you're interested, you're curious. And when you're curious, you discover things, amazing things about yourself and the world. The miraculous is everywhere and in everything, waiting for us to notice it, waiting for us to appreciate it, and waiting for us to love it. It's been years since that day when I first met the painter. I miss her. I wish she were still here so I could tell her what she has meant to me and how she helped me to look at everything differently. But mostly, what I wish I could say to her is, thank you for seeing me. Thank you for allowing me to share noticing with you. And, one of the things that inspired me to write in the first place was just curiosity about the world. And inquiry is so important, both as a life skill and something we practice every day. And one of the great ways to do that is to ask questions and be very curious about the answers. And, I know me personally, I hope I stay curious and ask questions and look for exciting answers every day of my life. And I hope you do too. And I also hope you will join your classmates in reading 100 books for, the Rally to Read 100 is such a fun and amazing thing. So I hope you all embrace it. I hope you go to 100 and beyond in your classroom. And thank you for joining me for the reading of Noticing and exploring the topic of inquiry. And here's to making new discoveries. So thank you for joining me. I'm Kobi Yamada, and this is Noticing. And good luck with Rally to Read 100. Thank you.